yeah, wow, that's very cool. Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool. Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Crime Neff Blood God Neff Fisto Neff Blood God Neff Fisto.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Crime time let's go crime is bad Neff creep Neff Fisto.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Here's Johnny.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Hey now! I hear there's crime afoot.
It'd be almost counterproductive to
Ladies and gentlemen, we go live to crime.
start that process over again from scratch. But, you know, as we get on the freeway,
This could be northbound, I believe, because he just got, this is going to go
We go live to crime.
Hills entrance, I think, right there, and heading northbound. Is that right, Des?
Going east, right? I think we're actually going.
Why is E-Rob in the corner?
Yeah, I got a little turned around there. We were on Mulholland Highway. We were actually headed east, so he came back, doubled back to where they were, and now we are on the eastbound 101. So first time we've been on the freeway at this.
Holy shit!
And you know, just because we're on the freeway doesn't mean that LAPD needs to turn this over immediately to CHP or anything like that. Especially after what Mike was.
We got crime.
You know, likely to stick with this. We'll see if CHP has any involvement in this one, but fairly light traffic conditions. This is the time of the day when the 101 starts to kind of clear up a little bit. Might encounter a couple of slow pockets around Tampa, Reseda, the 405, and we'll just see whatever the suspect is thinking, if they have some kind of a getaway plan or what the deal is. As I widen out to see here, looks like LAPD has backed off a little bit. They still have their helicopter overhead, And might be just be getting right off the freeway now. One exit over here at Topanga.
Holy shit, it's crime time right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm listening to the broadcast that's being put out to the CHP officers, and that broadcast is indicating he actually has 2 types of firearms on him.
Oh my God.
LAPD believes that he is not armed with just 1 gun, but now 2. So that's the situation as well. And LAPD had asked the other agencies to kind of stay away from this, and CHP is advising their units to do just that. So they're able to call this out as it goes, and CHP is asking their units just to stay away from it altogether. We don't want to spook them. We don't want to do anything like that. LAPD wants to.
Any merch updates? Yes. Apparently, it's being sent to the fulfillment center.
State who has
Hopefully, you'll have it shortly.
Eluding police. Obviously, they want to get this stopped.
Hopefully, that's the last update I have to give.
KCAL News. This is a threat to the public. This is a man that has already fired a gun.
Oh my God!
As well.
Oh my God!
And interacting with police in this game of cat and mouse.
Why is E-Rob in the bottom corner?
As we're taking a live look here from SkyCal of this rider on this motorcycle who's in a mental state that's troubled, we believe. That's what officials have told us.
No, crime is bad.
Word from the assignment desk here, Mike Rogers, that rider has 2 weapons on him. He hasn't really been aggressive other than just showing aggressive riding skills, if you will. He's gone through a number of stop signs and red lights and been pretty fast, weaving in and out of traffic. But we haven't seen those weapons. Onto the right side is going to be some of the video from earlier today, going up on sidewalks and a little aggressive driving there. But at the times when he does stop at a stop sign or
better image quality
behind him, they come out with their guns.
Oh yeah.
He turns south off of Ventura Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
Going the opposite direction back into Woodland Hills.
With the Fred again set in the background.
To maneuver through, but at these speeds, it's a manageable pursuit. Again,
ladies and gentlemen, we go live to crime coverage.
Much more erratically or faster than
I'm ready to flip to full screen because this is a saucy one, guy on a bike.
Motorcycles obviously have much smaller fuel tanks, so he's on borrowed time until that motorcycle runs out of gas.
Borrowed time, that's his line, dude. He always says that. I'm sorry, but apparently the guy on the bike blew up a fulfillment center. Please, God, no.
It appears that this is going to stay in LAPD's jurisdiction, so they have a lot of planning going on in their own quarters, trying to figure out.
Just in case this dude goes flying, I'll just cut to full screen.
It'll end more naturally, and unless he decides to jump off that motorcycle and engage in a foot pursuit, time is on their side, so they have time to flood the zone with the available resources they have, not only behind him, but up ahead of him, especially if he establishes a pattern here. If he establishes a pattern, they won't be able to use spike strips like they normally would, but at least they'll be ready for him to bring this to as peaceful a resolution as possible.
This guy is an outlaw.
Is that he may very well be armed with that firearm on his person here. Again, this all started.
I've been listening to Blacklight Sleaze on repeat.
Suspect who eventually.
Dude, that sex playlist is pretty crazy.
Law enforcement showing up only to be faced with a gun in their face. That's when he jumped on.
Skrillex, Fortet, Fred again said at Coachella's so good. That's what we're listening to right now.
Past all of those LAPD officers and escaped that crime scene. Now again on a pursuit that is it was actually a following. They were following him for upwards of 20 minutes before they actually.
Which playlist? The Patreon one.
Was engaged
for Fear End. I made a 50-song sex list.
Safe driving at first, but as we've joined you, you can see the driving has become quite a bit more dangerous, and he's been much more willing to run through some of those red lights. Here comes another traffic jam here along Topanga Canyon again at Dumet. We'll see if he hugs that left lane there or if he goes around some of this traffic.
This man doesn't give a shit.
Maybe looking to split those lanes. Yeah, he's going to squeeze through here, thread the needle through traffic, and then around that turn he goes, making that right turn onto Dumet.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Crime.
This is actually pretty casual so far. Apparently, he shot a gun at cops, so I don't know how casual it is.
Get away, and if he's a known suspect, they can always, catch up with him later. But the charges here are of particular concern, so they're going to dedicate as much resources as possible to safely get him off. But as you mentioned, most motorcycle pursuits don't last very long. They just become too dangerous too quickly. It's not worth the risk and liability for most agencies to continue an extended motorcycle pursuit. The original want for a motorcycle pursuit is usually a traffic violation, typically speeding, as motorcyclists often do. This is not the case here. These are violent crimes. We don't even know the extent of some of the background history to this suspect here, or the mental capacity, or his mental state. We have
Mumbles 1-2, thank you.
what he is capable of, but he is certainly willing to point a firearm at police officers.
Jesus.
That escalates the situation dramatically. Despite the fact
You ever listen to Blood Dog? No.
they are going to dedicate whatever resources are available to get him off the road here. And so far, he's actually traveling at a fairly reasonable speed for some of these more...
Whoa, Dembly, thank you.
That is allowing boatload, at least upwards of a half a dozen, maybe even close to 10 units following at a safe distance there as they continue this pursuit through Woodland Hills. But as you mentioned, Colleen, motorcycle pursuits do not last very long, and they are indeed rare because it just takes, by the time we often...
Crime is bad.
They are often over.
We don't like it. We all hate that we have to watch this.
Well, once he got off the 101 freeway, he did a little bit of a loop there, but now he's kind of making this up as he goes along. They appear to be mostly random twists and turns through this neighborhood. These roads in the hills here are pretty squirrely and windy, and there are a fair amount of dead ends. So if he is not familiar with those dead ends, that'll provide an opportunity for him to accidentally
he's flying.
corner. But in any event, he is now going
Whoa, Striker T93.
away from the hills as he now traverses Shoup Street, just past Burbank Boulevard. So he's now no longer...
Whoa, he's doing crime.
Red light there with plenty of cross traffic.
Red light, that's crime.
And now continuing northbound on Shoup Avenue, where there's going to be much more opportunity for him to either look for a hiding spot, but also we're talking about more of a grid now. So where you're in the hills, it's much more squirrely and much more windy. These are much more straight and much more manageable.
Oh, he just stopped.
Stopping for the red light, those units opening their doors ready to execute that felony stop, but he is ignoring their command. So they're pausing. Pursuit's going to continue here through a green light. So sometimes he waits for the green light.
Wow. Pork chop, thank you.
In this case, he stopped, came to a stop, and then continued once the light turned green, continuing northbound on Shoup Avenue, where there are going to be, I think, more units ahead of him, especially as he makes his way further up Shoup. Now turning onto Oxnard Avenue, what appears to be a random right turn, now going eastbound on Oxnard from Shoup.
Whoa!
Yeah, very limited in terms of the force that you can employ here. They can't shoot at the suspect. That would be unreasonable. He's driving away from them. You have
can't shoot up a suspect. That would be unreasonable. Thanks for that update.
Look at that. They had a less than lethal weapon aimed at him, but he just made that turn there. So they've got both ready if he does come to a stop here or poses any kind of a threat. But I just think they're going to continue to watch him exhaust as much fuel as possible. By my estimation,
also your
appear to be all random.
Thank you. Thanks for that big dono.
Of a circle here. Not the same streets, not the same roads, but he's going in a...
Really enjoyed the movie yesterday.
He's going
so glad it didn't disconnect. You gotta thank the people at Twitch, man.
He's no longer
They literally changed Watch Party for us, man.
The 101 freeway
feels fucking good, dude. The Watch Party team.
He's just kind of.
There are a lot of problems at Twitch, but they're not one of them.
Here, he saw to get on the flee that crime scene. Well, that was good in the moment. That worked for him.
They fucking slayed that, dude.
Away from these units in this pursuit is going to be much more challenging for him unless he gets. The only thing that I can think of is if he escalates this by driving more dangerously and more erratic. Then they'll have to pull back on the ground. It'll become too dangerous. They'll have to rely on that area.
They'll incentivize him to drive as damn dangerously as possible.
Has an opportunity to get away, but that doesn't appear to be happening.
Dude, he looks like you, sir. That is racism. What you have just done is a racism.
Helicopters overhead that it appears unlikely that he's going to get away in this situation.
White guy with glasses? It's you.
For joyride until that tank is out of gas.
Oh, not stopping at that red light. Not stopping at that red light. Oh, that's a cop. Yep. What? Where's that guy going? They keep getting out of the car, and they're like, sir, pull over. And he's like,
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Thank you.
Crime and T-Swift hits different.
Crime and T-Swift, I mean, I don't know why they go well together. They just do. Bop, 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 bop. Is this a Coachella set? It is. Dude, the visuals are way different than I thought they would be. It's kind of wild that Fred again just had this
is previous
computer graphic of this guy driving a motorcycle.
Here, we have now done a full loop. So if you remember, just a few moments ago, we
Thank
were
you
off of Shoop
for
on
those
Oxnard,
bits.
and he did a big giant loop as we were trying
Plot
to guess
twist
where
is
he
just
might
footage
go.
of Will on a motorcycle.
Right back on Shoop, and then turned onto Oxnard again. Now he's turned northbound off of Oxnard, but he is really clearly now making this.
Woo, Gio, back to 5K. We're doing boners tonight.
In the West Valley here, but he is just.
Hi from the Philippines. Hello, Philippines.
For any particular destination, but if he finds a hiding spot, not out of the question that he might decide to jump, dump the bike.
Bad news. Thank you.
Or hide out, but he's got so much pressure on him that the odds are just not in his favor. He's got upwards of a half a dozen units, close to 10, maybe.
We're going to watch an episode of Alone later,
even past
but we're going to let everybody settle into some crime.
red light, and we saw an undercover
Get your night started with some crime
as well,
so you know what not to do.
Every time he stops at these red lights for whatever reason,
They're getting out of the car again. Oh, that's
ready to execute that stop, and then as you mentioned, Colleen, it turns into a game of cat and
Nick
mouse.
Muffasaurus, thank you.
So often by motorists, not only in cars, but obviously in this case a motorcycle as well.
Was it Alone last night? No, it was movie night last night. We watched Almost Famous.
It's going to work out.
And oh my God, Jesus Christ, get that kid out of there.
Crossing the road there, waiting their turn now. He continues to blow through there.
Almost Famous was fun as hell last night, though. Yes. That movie last night was awesome. It was.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Yeah, and by
The weather is perfect at EDC right now. Oh, talk dirty to me.
37 months of
Papa Molly, I'm sweating.
A little more than half the time.
Thank you for the prime.
Going through some red lights when he sees those flashing lights.
Listen, sweet crime, more like bad crime. We don't support crime here.
Exceptionally fast at the speed that motorcycle.
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Yes.
EDC crime fund.
Thank you.
Sometime, at some points, trying to
I will not spend your money on crime.
with the purpose of getting away from those officers. But once he finds those openings, he just stops for some of these red lights.
Why did you ditch the mustache?
Pedestrian
My
traffic.
brother in Christ, I'm going to a festival. I can't bring that cookie duster to the desert.
But he does not appear
I look like a narc.
driving in a way that I'd be overly concerned with him wiping out. He appears to be pretty capable, but certainly it just takes one wrong move and a motorcycle can become a deadly weapon or
Oh, yeah, wow,
it can
that's
become
very
a death
cool.
machine for that motorist.
PVT, thank you. What is this song? I think it's Ice Peak. Oh my goodness, Tajarin. What? I was just at the Kill Me block party and everybody and their dog had a mustache. Well, I do not have one, but my outfits are insane. Oh, he's booking it.
Oh, that's for
Oh, he's booking it. Thank you, Keg Dottie.
cool.
At Will Neff, thanks a
Absolutely.
lot
We've
for
got about
last
20
night.
minutes
I
left.
went to work on
Sunset
4 hours of
comes in
sleep
about
because I
20
enjoyed the
minutes
movie
and
so
then some
much,
remaining
man.
Thank you.
After that, so
Planning Monk, thank you.
of daylight before he can more
Will
easily
you be posting fit pics? Probably not.
and much
I'm going to be too busy living.
hiding spots, in which case he could speed off and evade those officers, or he can, well, in this case, he's still stopping for some of these intersections. And as soon as he sees those doors open up, he waits for traffic and continues through the red light here. But they've got about
Oh, thank you.
That's
before
very
that
cool.
date
Wide range.
indeed become an issue. But the same rules apply to
I'm
many of the
stuck.
car.
Are you meeting up with Marsh and enjoying EDC together? Oh, yeah. We sucking dick all summer.
My
Get
money
onto the
on
freeway.
drugs, that's
He
why
was on
I
the
did it.
101 for a brief time. That didn't last long. He got off the freeway. I'm not sure if there was traffic in his way or he just didn't feel comfortable. For whatever reason, he's now
Dude,
going
Billy
towards
Ravebrains.
the 118
I'm going to take my title back as Billy Ravebrains.
miles. He'll have another
Marsh is going to lose the Billy Ravebrains title to me.
some more gas, but it is much safer on the freeway than it is on these surface streets. Nonetheless, but for the majority of the time, he has indeed been on surface streets, and in some cases, even on very narrow residential streets, where you start to get a little bit more nervous, especially when there is, people out and about. But right now, he appears to have Canoga Avenue.
This is comical. Yeah, it is kind of funny how he stops.
Up on another
They get out.
here at Valerio Street through the green light as it turns green.
I don't know why he doesn't get on like the 101 and just carve through some traffic.
Say we should approach the 118 freeway probably in the next couple of minutes if he continues northbound on Canoga, guys.
The Fear End episode at Patreon episode at EDC is going to be wild. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on Twitter where I'm going to be for an hour. And anybody who listens to Fear End, who's at EDC, can come up and talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's still capable of extreme speeds, but it's a very stable motorcycle as far as motorcycles go, and but it's still just one wrong
Why does it say crime is bad? I thought you were woke, Will. No, I'm a capitalist whore.
about his own safety is what I was trying to say, and it just seems like he's attempting to drive like like a civilized person. He's just refusing to pull over and willing to do what it takes to not go to jail. But again, he's on borrowed time, and he is aware
Dude is leading a parade. Yeah, I mean, he's just vibing, bro.
He does still have it on him, which is the assumption that those officers are operating under.
What's the song called? It's fired? Ain't No Love in the Jungle?
At them, but it appears that
It's tough because they never say that in the song.
He changes the calculations here. When they know that that suspect may be armed and dangerous, that is a big deciding factor on how to proceed forward here. And as long
It's by Fred again. It's a banger.
They are going to treat him with kid glove care, despite the fact that he's on that motorcycle. There's really not much they can do. They, like you said, we don't have the typical tactics at their disposal. You can't do a spike strip. You really just have to try and keep.
Why are they chasing him? Pulled a gun.
Up with the motorcycle.
Okay, he's flying.
Trying to maintain a visual, whether it's via the ground units or the air units, and then close in on him once he either gets off the motorcycle or runs out of gas. I mean, those are the two ways that this is going to end. It's one or the other.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm real nervous. He's going very fast. I'm very nervous. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. He is cooking. Chances this guy is listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. High to mid. Are you doing the thing where you've got it a few seconds ahead on another monitor, or are you fully live? I'm doing that.
Is that the answer is no?
I'm doing that thing.
Bluetooth-capable helmets. I know that for a fact, but I don't think that is one of them. Just at least at first glance, Rob, I don't know if you can tell. It doesn't look like a high-tech helmet, but it does look
that's for
a little more agitated now, a little more animated as he jockeys back and forth. Trying to maintain control here, and it looks like he is now wide down a little bit. I just want to see, he's continuing down Sherman Way here, picking up a bit of speed. In fact, let's throw up our real-time speed tracker, doing about 30 miles over the speed limit here on Sherman Way. So picking up some speed, a little faster than we've seen earlier on in this pursuit, but once again, ready to make another random turn into a residential neighborhood off of Sherman onto Woodlake Avenue. Again, all of this area is pretty residential here, although Woodlake happens to have a good 4 to 5 lanes to play with.
Thank you.
Looks like he's gesturing towards the right there. Not sure what that's about. Continuing
waving
joyride nonetheless back up north, very noticeably towards the area.
Just throw a gang sign?
So
he went no hands.
Yep, he's right back where this started, guys. This is right back where that barricade situation was taking place, where that man with the gun call, they responded to this area, and now he's right back where this all started. Clearly, he is most familiar with this neighborhood.
Whoa.
Look at this, he's going right through the yellow tape. Right through the yellow crime scene.
He ducked the yellow tape!
Contingent of LAPD officers.
Ballsy.
Cul-de-sac into a dead end here, where he has arrived back home, where this all started apparently, where officers are waiting for him. The joyride is over. He appears to have had his fun for the evening and is now possibly...
He went home?
...give up here as he gets off of the bike. The fun is over for him. He enjoyed that, guys. This was a game for him from the minute he got on that motorcycle, and now they are taking him down. They are taking him down in the middle of a large crime scene where there are dozens of officers. He drove
looks like a hive of bees.
And under the yellow crime scene tape, only to arrive at what appears to be either his home or a residence he is familiar with. In any event, he brought her.
They are all over him like flies on shit.
They are now taking him into custody. He appears to have given up, but not without a wild joyride through.
They taking his cock out?
Fernando Valley.
I heard it the other day. It's so beautiful. You just hear this voice, and she's just singing some crazy, like, yeah, your love just takes me higher.
They just ripped his helmet off. Well, that's it. He drove back to his house. What an unusual twist that was. Interesting move. Interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out for him. Joe Schmo season 4 I saw yesterday.
2 babies worth.
Oh, 18 months. Let's do it. I'm going to grab an ice cream. Oh, I think my chair broke, bro. New Mortal Kombat trailer. Yeah, I gotta watch this. I know this is like a cinematic, but let's take a look.
It is time.
Bro, those overalls are hard. Yeah, don't I know it? Thanks, buddy.
To a new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era,
wow, that's very cool.
Choice is yours.
Come.
Whether to live in quiet serenity or
Kung Lao.
strife.
Wait, is that Kung Lao and Raiden? Kitana?
To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry.
Melina.
You can face each other.
Scorpion?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Thank you for Prime.
Sworn enemies.
Sub-Zero.
Or united as brothers. But a storm is brewing.
That is the
You will
Fred again said I was playing. Fred again Coachella.
that even in this new era.
Wait,
Oh yeah, wow.
one of them is Kung Lao. Who's the other one?
You always inspire me to get in shape.
That's Liu
so
Kang,
thanks a
Kung
lot.
Lao, and who else?
Love you.
Thank you for the Prime. Raiden?
One constant remains.
Did you play the last one? No. I thought Liu Kang was evil now.
There is always something worth fighting for.
Oh my. Holy shit. That escalated fast.
There is always something worth fighting for.
Jesus. Holy shit. Wow. That dialed up fast. Whoa.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Jesus. What is Liu Kang the god of now? Fire? That's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat 1.